y entonces necesita de ser muy claro para la orquesta cuando yo toco el violín, y al mismo tiempo necesita de ser con control, que hacer todo que yo que hago con mucho control. Entonces las dos cosas alguna vez no son la misma, no son fáciles de hacer. Pero es mucho más simple tocar y dirigir con violín si no es un bravo director. Si el director no es responsable musicalmente, si el solista y el director no tienen una idea musical, es mejor sin director para una relación más cerca con la orquesta.
The soloist or conductor?
The part of the musician.
Okay. That's what he wants to know.
None of them. Both of them. None of them alone. Both of them.
Okay.
La parte del músico.
Of course, the violin.
Porque tú eres un violinista y musicista, músico y director también. Al mismo tiempo, tú eres musician.
Exactly.
Sí. Bueno, el ensayo abierta es muy interesante para el público porque es un momento para comprender cómo se trabaja, cómo es el verdadero trabajo, cómo una pieza, una obra, se prepara para el concierto. Y creo que es muy interesante, ¿no? Comprender por qué el director se para, qué pregunta a los vientos o qué pregunta a las cuerdas, cómo es la interacción, no sé, entre la orquesta. Entonces, creo que es una experiencia muy interesante, y especialmente la prueba, el ensayo general, que nosotros tocamos una vez todo y después trabajamos con algunos lugares. Si funciona, si no funciona, si es mejor, si puede ser mejor, si puede ser más piano para los metales, si la articulación es la misma, si la orquesta puede preguntar si es claro, si no es claro, el director. Entonces, realmente el momento del trabajo real para comprender cómo viene o cómo se prepara un concierto. Okay, Beethoven Violin Concerto is one of the most famous, most played violin concerto of the repertoire, and that's not because it's easy. It seems easy technique-wise, but it's not. It's just because it's incredible music. It's absolutely the most direct music that goes straight to the heart, and straight to the heart and the soul of the people. The phrases are so beautiful. The way he makes possible to the musicians to talk, the bassoon, with the violin, with the clarinet, with the horns, with the timpani. So it looks like an easy piece, but it's easy because it's not easy. It feels easy when you listen because it is so well written, with these incredible phrases. For instance, the second movement. Second movement is like really talking with God. It's the atmosphere that he can create with the strings, with this pianissimo, with this cantabile, and a little bit recitativo, and then the sparkling third movement, it forms with the rondeau form, which is very virtuosic actually for the violin. I would say it's the most difficult of the three. Well, the piece was written for the piano originally, and he thought to have a cadenza. He wrote his own cadenza for the piano when he wrote the piano, with the timpani with him. That's quite unusual because usually composers either don't write a cadenza, or if they do it just for the piano or for the violin, because it's the moment where the soloist can show off his skills, his talent. Anyhow, he probably thought that the piece was not going to work with the piano. Also because listening the piano concertos by Beethoven, you do understand why it doesn't work with the piano. Because it's written, he didn't develop the phrases in such a way that would work with the piano. Whereas it works perfectly with the violin. So it's very easy to understand why it's the most famous concerto, probably one of the most famous. The Schubert Symphony. Schubert Symphony is the great, which is known as the seventh, the eighth, the ninth. Actually, it's the last one. It's called the great not because of its length only, probably, but also because he started to think to really compose orchestral material. Before that, he was between 16 and 21, I believe, and he composed the first symphonies, but he was still attracted with the leaders, yes, and with chamber pieces, chamber music pieces. So at the end, he really wanted probably to show off also that he was a great composer for symphonic works, and he did succeed with this piece. Always in a very different way from Beethoven. Although he copied a little bit in the last movement, he took the Inno alla Gioia theme, but he developed and he wrote it in a completely different way because Beethoven started to write the Inno alla Gioia very peacefully with the cello, and then he went in a triumphal way with the choir and with the strings, with all the orchestra. Schubert is very strange and interesting because he puts these clarinets, the clarinets will play this theme, but on the bottom, sometimes on top of the theme, you have this staccato rhythm, which is very typical from Schubert. He wrote in the Trout Quintet, he wrote in the String Quartet, he wrote in the Sonatas for Violin. In many pieces, he liked this kind of puntato, rhythmical passages. And he did write this puntato and rhythmical passages with the theme going on top. So this is very particular from Schubert. As the more he tried to copy Beethoven somehow, or to sound like Beethoven, the more he did sound different from Beethoven. So it's definitely the most complete symphony. It's the most complete work from Schubert. For instance, the first movement with this theme announced from the horns that then develops through many instruments, you know, and then finish with the all orchestra announcing the theme in a very heroic way. Then we have the last movement, which is incredible because it's completely fire. It's really hot. It's real fire. Completely different from the second movement. Completely different from the third movement, where you can find this Ländler motif in the trio. And the second movement is just like an explosion of rhythm, and again you have this rhythm of triplets with the strings, and then again on top of it you have this typical long phrase puntato from Schubert, played by the winds, and it's so virus, the whole symphony, that I think it really deserves to be called the Great.